Hello, good morning. My name is BC Osundiko, Joy and Joe, co-founder and director. And I'm here today on another episode of our live stream chat. Our past chats have been really well received and the feedback has been great. And today we'll be talking about three topics. We'll be talking about the importance of baby wearing, and we'll also tell you about our new release. That's our latest release that I'm wearing right now. I'll tell you about it, and we'll also be chatting with you as well about skin-to-skin selfie projects. And that brings me to Anne. Just introduce yourself for those who don't know you.
Hi, I'm Anne Crook. I'm a Joy and Joe ambassador. I'm also a peer supporter for 3 Sling Libraries at the moment. I'm a mum of 3. I've got a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, and little baby James, who is dropping off to sleep, hopefully, anytime soon. And I'd like to talk a bit about a project we're running to try and get skin-to-skin care into the neonatal unit at our local hospital. Thank you.
Lovely. It's great to have you in. So we'll just go right into it. So for those who don't know what baby wearing is, so baby wearing it's a very natural way of carrying your baby, and it involves carrying your baby with a piece of fabric, a piece of cloth, and these can be a wrap or a ring thing, even SCCs as well, SSCs as well, that's soft structured carriers, So we'll be telling you about how baby wearing can benefit families, how it can benefit you, the wearer, and also your baby as well. So baby wearing is great because there's this common saying that Africans maybe don't cry. Of course, African babies cry, but it's because there is a very high level of carrying. Like most African moms, especially in the past, carry a lot. So you very rarely see African babies crying. So generally, you see that the babies are very content. So this also ties in as well with how baby wearing benefits families. So babies that are carried, they generally cry less. And also, babies that are carried, they have a lesser risk of developing flathead syndrome. So as you can see, a baby that is, James is a good example. So as you can see, physiotherapists will usually say, because obviously my daughter is still receiving physio, so we have a really good experience with physios where they always encourage tummy time. So trying to reduce the risk of your baby lying flat all the time, which can actually affect the shape of the head, because at that age, the baby's head is still developing. So you can imagine that when you carry your baby more, your baby's head has a chance to actually develop properly, because your sling will give your baby head support. As you can see, James has a well-shaped head, and that's because it's a carried baby. Hi, James.
He's fast asleep now.
Oh.
Hey,
Babies that are carried, like James, they are also very healthy. They have a greater chance of being healthy, very content. You can see James is sleeping soundly. What many parents in baby wearing community just fondly call sleepy dust. And also, babies that are carried, they also gain independence faster. I mean, this has been reported in some research journals. And this actually counteracts what some people say, where they think when you carry your babies, they get very clingy. Actually, babies that are carried gain independence faster. Then babies that are carried, they sleep better. They sleep better. It is really comforting. James is in arms, although James is not in a sling. Oh, look at James smiling. You can tell he's really happy. Although James is not in a sling, he is in arms, but I know very well that James is a carried baby.
I actually have a pram, so I've carried him from birth since we were in the hospital. Yeah, hello. He's smiling in his sleep at me again.
Exactly. That was really great because I caught the smile. They have a better quality of sleep. You know, it's a really, really comforting environment, more like a fourth trimester. Even though your pregnancy ends at the third trimester, you know, for newborn babies, having them close to your chest, your skin, you know, in the sling, you know, in the front carrier, is great because you give them that safe cocoon as well to be able to experience that same experience that they had while they were in the womb. So they have better quality of sleep. Babies who are carried, they have better quality of sleep. And they are generally happier. I mean, James has really inspired us this morning with his smile. You can tell that babies that are carried are generally happier as well. And when you carry your baby as a caregiver, you also give yourself a chance to communicate better with your baby. We have nothing against parents who choose to use prams, but we believe that when you carry your baby in a sling, the benefits actually supersede that of carrying your baby, of actually pushing your baby in a pram. Because when you look at the close proximity of your baby to you, you can tell that you will have a better chance of actually seeing what your baby is doing. You have a greater chance of bonding, and this is really, really great. And also, baby wearing can also improve the confidence of the caregiver. Um, you can imagine a first time mom who's just, you know, trying to settle into motherhood. Having your baby next to your skin, seeing your baby content and happy can go a very long way to improve your confidence. And this also ties in as well with postnatal depression as well. Um, Baby wearing can reduce the risk of postnatal depression, and there's been a lot of feedback from lots of parents who carry their babies, and they generally report that baby wearing has really helped them to deal with postnatal depression as well.
I've had postnatal depression with all three of my babies, and I found that actually carrying them, keeping them close, helped me come out of it a lot faster than I think I would have before. This third time, again, I've got postnatal depression, but actually I've managed it without meds for the first time. I'm doing really well. It still gets you from time to time, but actually having him next to me, having him close, keeping him up on my chest means he's bonding to me as well, even when I'm having a bad day and I'm in a grump and I'm just in that fog. It means he's still close to me, and so we're still getting the bonding experience, even though I might not feel like it that day. It's, you know, it's something that people don't talk about often enough. It does happen. We all have days where we don't want to hold our babies because they're crying, they're shouting, which, you know, but by baby wearing, actually, they calm down a lot faster. They stop crying, and they don't even know that you're having those feelings because they feel safe and their needs are being met. So it's been really important for me.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much, Anne. That's a very, very fantastic contribution, and you're absolutely correct because I can also see a comment from some of our viewers, and I think it's a good chance for us to say hello to those of our ambassadors that have been able to they've been able to join us. Lorna, got Lorna here. Hi, Lorna. That's Corey with love from Scotland. Hi. We've got Teresa from Netherlands. Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Yeah, it's morning. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Lorna.
Hi.
It's great to see you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
I've made a bit of a backdrop to make an effort.
great effort. So we're talking about the benefits of baby wearing as well this morning, and Anne has really given us lots of lots of um, you know, ideas basically as to how baby wearing can benefit families. And hands-free parenting, this is the reason why I decided to carry this is our third baby. So, so just to really demonstrate that when you carry, baby wearing can really help you to free your hands. You can have time to get on with your household chores. You can have a chance to do your dishes. You can have a chance to read a book. So there's nothing greater than having, your free, hands, maybe to do other things in the house. Some of the touching moments when we started making slings was a very young mom was not had her hands free since she's had a baby, and she was really exhausted. It was really obvious looking at her that she was exhausted, and she's never tried the sling before. Then she tried a stretching her on, and the fact that our baby felt very secure and our baby went to sleep. This is a baby that was constantly crying from colic and reflux. Some babies get reflux and it can be very uncomfortable for them. And she saw the immediate change in our baby. Really calm. And what touched me was she started crying immediately. And that was really touching for us to see that actually more parents really need to, would really love for more parents to experience the joys of wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be discouraged by terminologies, because there's myriads of slings out there, what they're called, the carries as well, they've got terminologies. Some people are put off by lots of these terminologies. We want to tell you that you have to think about the benefit. It's your own journey. It's your personal journey. So I know other person's journey can be the same as your journey. So when you look at how baby wearing will really improve your family life as well, I think it's something that it'll be great for you to have to try. And baby wearing also complements kangaroo skin to skin. So that's kangaroo care, also known as skin to skin. I think Anne would like to say something, right?
Yeah.
About that.
Yes. At my local sling library, we're setting up a project. We've actually been in talks with the neonatal intensive care units up there, and they were trying to raise funds to get kangaroo care for the training of the midwives to provide the slings. Our consultant is trained to actually train midwives now, that they can actually teach parents how to use slings, carriers, kangaroo care vests. And what we're actually trying to do is raise £750 to cover that training, to cover some slings, and also to cover an independent university researcher, so they can actually do further scientific studies to prove the benefits of baby wearing. What we're actually doing is skin to skin selfie. There's a hashtag there, and we're posting a picture of ourselves with something that's close to our heart. It doesn't have to be a baby. I've seen Marmite, I've seen whiskey, I've seen chocolate.
Chocolate's a good
What
one.
we're doing is we're posting a picture up with these details. This hashtag will take you to our website, or go on the West Pennine Slings Facebook page. And hopefully we can just help so many more premature babies and families get that bonding experience. We actually did a lot of research before we set this project up. We got a lot of mothers and fathers of premature babies who spent a lot of time in NICU actually talked about how kangaroo care has either benefited or would have benefited them. There are lots of parents who wished it would have been available to them and they'd known about it. It's something that can make a massive difference. And thank you so much, Busy, for giving us a platform. Actually, we really, really do appreciate this. And if it's okay with Busy, I will put a link up on the Join Joe chatter page later on, so you can come and have a look. I'll put my picture up. You can have a laugh at me. You know, everybody else does.
I'll post a picture later for you, and I'll share it on my page as well.
That'll be fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would have loved it so much, like, because Caitlin was in Skaboo,
yeah,
and I would have loved it so much if I could have worn it. But she was on drips and stuff, and she had to be under the lights.
yeah.
So there was not too much, but I was breastfeeding, so to be able to feed her while wearing her as well, that would have been amazing.
This is it. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get this, just make it normal, and then the parents come out, they can get directed to a sling library or for any more further support. We just want to set these links up and help, just help people.
That's what I say at all my meets as well. It's like, baby wearing is normal. It's not a fad. It may seem like that because there's so many different designs, colours, all sorts of terminology and stuff that you don't really need to bother learning, because it's all about holding your baby and having that nice and security. You don't need to go out and buy the fancy £1,000 wrap.
No.
You can go out and buy one for less than £50. You could go get one for less than £100.
Yeah.
And it does what it's supposed to do. Like buggies and all these gadgets, that's a fad. That's only been around for so many years. You wouldn't have seen like people like 100 years ago, like with these big fancy buggies that fold down to nothing and stuff. They carried their babies. Like all these everywhere in the world carry their babies. It's natural. It's traditional.
Because my grandmother carried my mum and my mum carried us. So my mum, my grandma, she was a midwife in the 1950s, 60s. And she made me promise when I got pregnant with my first child that baby would always be close, attached, facing me. She said, if you do have to get a pram, make it face you. You know, and she made me promise to this day. And then when I showed her I got a wrap, she was thrilled. She just carried you, your mum. My mum baby wears. My mum has wraps to carry my children.
I love it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get everyone. Like we live up and we don't live close to all our family, but when they come and visit, I'm like, right, who's carrying Caitlin today? And I'm like, right, who's having a go? So I've got everyone to have a go. Exactly, it's like share the baby wearing love. You have to. Everyone has to see, just to be able to feel how nice it is to have a small child so close to you and be so secure, and also to be, if they're on your back, to chat about everything right in your ear as well.
And pull your hair, you know, this bit.
Yeah.
but yeah.
Thank you so much, Anne. That's really, really valuable. I personally believe and agree with you as well that kangaroo care, you know, the baby wearing complementing kangaroo care is one of the most important benefits of baby wearing. And I'm really, really excited about what you're doing. Along with, Katrina and every other person at Burnley Sling Meet. I think it's a really, really good initiative. Just like you know as well, I also practice kangaroo care with my son as well, and daughter, who has joined Joseph. And this is something that, you know, is really, really close to our hearts. And whilst we have long-term dreams, I'm really, really happy to see what you're doing. I'm great that it's really, really great that you're not really waiting for the government to take up these initiatives. Whilst long term, we're hoping this is what the government should be doing. Government should really be supporting these initiatives to get baby wearing into hospitals, because right from the NICU, when babies are born premature, or even babies that are 10 that are on the ward, baby wearing can really, really, really help them save them. Yeah. Talking about the government, you know, can really help them save money. Imagine how many drugs doctors would have to give, because parents are completely happy and babies are not crying. A baby that is upright in a sling is less likely to need medications for reflux, because when you carry a baby upright, your baby is less likely going to be able to get sick. I mean, in terms of, I'm speaking as well from experience, because my daughter had reflux for a really long time. And what they always tell us is, make sure that she's upright. When you're feeding her, make sure that her head is propped up. She's completely, reclined upright. So when you think about how baby wearing experts and consultants encourage upright carrying and certainly not cradle carrying, you'll see that baby wearing can complement lots of these things. Baby wearing can really complement kangaroo care, like you said. And I think what you're doing is a really, really great initiative. I really encourage Joy and Joy fans and every other person watching to really embrace this initiative. Whilst the initiative is mainly for Burnley Hospital, we're hoping that in the nearest future, many more hospitals will also embrace this as well. And yes, I think the sky is the limit, there is hope certainly, and we're hoping that baby wearing will get more mainstream. Towards the end, we have about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes actually, 7 minutes. So if you want to ask a question, feel free to type your question at the right-hand side of the computer screen and let us know. If you're watching these on a replay, that most of you will, feel free to leave us an email on info@joyangelbaby.co.uk if you have any questions. You can also pop your questions on Facebook as well. You're also welcome to join our chatter page as well. This is where the ambassadors also come in. They're really friendly. A lot of them are. Yeah, that's Lorna.
We're friendly. Ask us anything, we will answer. Yeah. And if we don't know it, we will find out for you. Yes. We won't just say we don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll probably go to Busy and ask her.
Exactly. I really love the community that we're creating at Joy and Joe, because parenting itself can be very lonely. We don't want any of you to feel isolated. We have to maximize social media in the sense that if you feel like there's something you don't understand, people are there to listen to you. People are there to talk to you. So don't feel like you just have to suffer on your own in isolation. Our chatter page is a really, really friendly place to be as well. Of course, don't forget as well that there are also sling libraries as well. Sling libraries, consultants. You pop over to the chatter page, and if you need a consultant to see you, I'm sure that any of our ambassadors or even admins can point you in the direction of a consultant who can actually visit you and fit your baby carrier for you, your baby sling for you face to face. And even for general chit chat and banter and laughter, I think the Joy and Joy community is great for that. Really fun to be with. So we'll just quickly talk to you about Cartostyle. I know that we haven't got much time because we have to run. We have
them. They're so nice.
They feel amazing.
I want to tell you that.
Don't make me jealous. That's not fair.
You see this? This is our latest release. The cartography. Wait. Oh, let's get to it. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
So this is cartography inspired wraps. So these are the 3 colorways that we have produced. And many of you on our chatter page will have seen our behind the scenes weaving video where we've kind of taken you to our weaving house to show you how we weave and our quality control as well. There's so much to say about these, but I certainly cannot go into it because of time. I'd like to encourage you to pop over to our Facebook page to learn more about these wonderful, really modern cartography wrap. It's really mesmerizing to even look at.
The design is amazing. It's just I've looked at pictures of it and it's all just so different as well. You look at every different bit and you'll see different wiggles and all sorts. It's awesome.
It's a really, really fun design. I tell you that any textile expert will tell you that designs like these are not easy to actually design. These took weeks and months of, you would just imagine when you look at these patterns, there's no way, you can't even make out where the pattern ends and where it starts. It's completely artistic and abstract, really beautiful. I'm not saying this because we make them. I'm saying this because it is a fact. These are, so this is Cartostyle red currant. Obviously, we've not posted pictures of these, but this is where our Facebook page comes into it, and also our Instagram as well. From yesterday, we've already started introducing you to our cartography wraps, and we're going to have a draw for them on the same day, mainly because this is a very limited edition wrap. And on that day, on the 26th of April, that's next week, you'll be able to select the color you want. You'll be able to enter a draw for the color you want and the size. I know that many of you that are new to Babywearing will have lots of questions about draws. You know, there is a lot of terminologies, but do not let that discourage you. The chatter page is a great community where you can ask any question. Nobody will tell you that your question is foolish. If it happens that you posted a question and nobody is responding, it's likely that everyone is just busy at that time. I love the fact that people always endeavor to respond as soon as they can. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to having you there. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Anne and Lorna?
Well, I've wrapped with the cartography wraps. They're amazing. There's a grit to them that's really special. Yeah, yeah, that's the leaf one as well. They're both amazing.
I love that one. The bluey one that Busy's wearing is just stunning.
Got a lot of really good feedback that they sling it, mate, because people are fascinated. It's gorgeous. It really is. And yeah, if you've got any problems, if you're worried about the draw, how it works, ask. Just tag one of the ambassadors. We're all up there. We'll try and get on as fast as we can and help you with anything. No question is ever daft. We're all learning. I'm still learning.
even if it's been asked half an hour before, we'll still, maybe someone else will like explain it in a different way that's easier to understand, or someone will say something else. Just ask. There's no silly questions. Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy that today we've been able to cover everything we want to talk about within 30 minutes. I think we've done really well. We deserve a good clap. A good applause.
I've got one hand holding my TikTok.
So,
you coming to say
obviously, we weren't able to cover all the benefits of Babywearing because there are lots and lots. But I believe that we've been able to cover some key. Hello.
Say hi, Busy. Hi, Busy. And say hi, Anne.
Hi. It's great to see you. So this is the last thing I'll say in conclusion is that for parents who are really inquisitive, they want to know more, we usually include this lovely, well, it's really cute, brochure in all the customer orders, so you can actually send these to your friends who've never carried your babies before, so that they can actually learn more about it as well. And there are also links as well there. And just like we said, feel free to pop over to the Joy and Joe chatter page, the Joy and Joe Facebook page if you have any questions. Thank you so much for having us today, and have a good. Don't forget your skin-to-skin selfie as well. And can you tell us the Facebook page for that, please?
It's actually it's skin-to-skin selfie. If you just type that in, it'll bring up skin-to-skin selfie for kangaroo care. Or through the West Pennine Slings. I will get a link up as soon as possible on the Joy and Joe chatter page. Yeah, West Pennine Slings is where we are. You'll be able to just skin-to-skin selfie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. And catch you later. Bye.
Bye.